In this video, we will be learning the area of a trapezoid. I hope you're ready, because in this video, we're singing. This is an example of a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one set of parallel lines. The parallel lines are in yellow. It also has a height that is marked once again with this green box, the perpendicular mark, over here in the left-hand corner. So you have your two bases, base 1 and base 2, and you have a height. Now to find the area of a trapezoid, all you need to know is row, row, row your boat. If you know row, row, row your boat, you know the formula for the area of a trapezoid. The area of a trapezoid is easiest to do. It's the sum of the bases times the height divided by 2. Phew! I hope you'll join me now. Let's sing together. The area of a trapezoid is easiest to do. It's the sum of the bases times the height divided by 2. I'm curious. Why isn't anyone singing? 1, 2, 3. The area of a trapezoid is easiest to do. It's the sum of the bases times the height divided by 2. That was much better. Now, when you're doing the area of a trapezoid, write the formula. The area of a trapezoid is easiest to do. It's the sum of the bases times the height divided by 2. Now, the only reason why we mark the bases, base 1 and base 2, is to separate or differentiate the bases from each other, to show that there is a difference. In this case, the two bases are green. Either one of them can be base 1 or base 2. So let's practice and sing our formula. The area of a trapezoid is easiest to do. It's the sum of the bases times the height divided by 2. Now your second step is to go and plug in the values that you need. You need the sum of the bases. Now I like to work from the top down, from the top base to the bottom, but you can do whatever you want. This is the commutative property after all. We're going to put our two bases inside the parentheses because we need to sum those first. Our height is 8, so that goes in place of the h, and we're going to divide everything by 2. So the area of a trapezoid is the easiest thing to do. It's the sum of the bases, 19, times the height divided by 2. Now 19 times 8 does not belong in our procedure, so we can do that math over here. So we'll get 152 for 8 times 19, and 152 divided by 2 is, that's right, 76. Now our label is inches squared because it is, after all, area. This is a new example. The area of a trapezoid is easiest to do. It's the sum of the bases times the height divided by 2. In this case, our area is the sum of the bases, 18 and 2, or you could write 2 and 18, and the height is 11. Remember, the height is marked by that perpendicular symbol. And if you look at that perpendicular symbol at the end of the height, it kind of looks like, if you turn it around, the letter H, and that represents the height. So now all we have to do is go back to our formula, and the sum of the bases times the height divided by 2. Again, we follow the order of operations, and we can multiply our numerators first, 220, and we're going to divide by 2. It's the easiest thing to do. 110 feet square. Our last example requires us to once again sing the song. The area of a trapezoid is easiest to do. It's the sum of the bases times the height divided by 2. So the area is 14 plus 7 times 12 divided by 2. But wait, are you thinking what I'm thinking? You can take a factor of 2 out of the denominator and a factor of 2 out of the height, because these are both factors. 2 goes into 12 6 times. Now you cannot take 2 out of what's in parentheses because those are still addends. So remember, you can now combine what's in parentheses and multiply 6 times 21, and you will get 126 meters squared as your area. So remember, the area of a trapezoid is the easiest thing to do. It's a sum of the bases times the height divided by 2.